What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another video, and today we are gonna be playing Broward District Schools. So, today, um, we're gonna be playing some Broward District Schools. We're gonna be driving 2212, and it's in 2015 Bluebird Vision with the updated vision today. So today we're gonna take a drive. It's right down there. And you can tell something really different about this bus compared to what Dante did a year prior in 2023. Um, so here's Dante's latest conversion bus. So you can see a pretty obvious difference to his old buses compared to his updated buses. Yeah, you can see it's pretty different, and it's kind of smaller compared to the bigger buses that he has still. But there's going to be more updates on the way, but yeah, this is the new recent update, the new updated Bluebird Vision. The only biggest complaint I have this bus is the length, the aisle is so small. Which is a big complaint that I'm complaining about this bus right here. Is the aisles are so small. Like, I have to spam jump just to get to the back. So this bus does require open windows, of course, which is pretty cool. Cool feature what Dante added to this bus. And the weirdest thing he actually originally added is these windows. These windows look kind of smaller compared to the old NBAT. Not only he had AC unit running, but also he also installed the child checkmate. So every time you do your pre-trip or right if your bus cut off or whatever, you have to do a child checkmate. So basically, if you turn off the bus or the bus shut off, you have to go to the back to do a child checkmate. Kind of like standard real life buses. It's not your regular in-bed school bus. It's not one of your standard in-bed buses. But the truth is, this bus is mostly just it's mostly the entire body is converted into in-bed, but has the helix body. Oh my gosh, why is my bus moving? What's going on with my bus? Like, it just moved all the way to the other side. I never moved the whole thing. This thing moved on its own. Unless you have to put brakes on it, I don't know. But what I do know is, this bus has, this one has child checkmate, which I explained earlier. It also has the most functioning. The doors work on the driver's side. This is unusual. Even though I was originally gonna do that for my game, but it's just because I don't have any features for the buses. But at the same time, yeah, it is what it is. Let's start up this bus in the most honest precision. I didn't even switch it to its there we go. So also, fun fact, these lights actually work. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Look at he actually added the gauge for the speedometer here. And a route session thing, which actually is the worst one of all. Sorry, my nose is kind of blocked, so I apologize. If you're wondering why my nose feels funny, it's just because I have a stuffy nose today, ladies and gentlemen. And I apologize anyways, but, it's normal. Oh, shit. Sorry, I'm just getting some... So yeah, yeah, here's the bus. It's pretty cool this bus actually comes with this feature. So yeah, you guys, this is the new recent bus they added. This is Dante's recent bus, but I'm gonna turn on this volume. It's too loud. The fuel tank is too loud. Come on. There we go. Now you can hardly hear me clearly a little bit. Even though I can hear myself together, instead of hearing that really loud bus noise. Let's see how many people actually recently joined. 2 people, mostly bus drivers, so that's cool. So yeah, this is Dante's recent bus. And this was a 2016 Bluebird Vision, and yeah, this is not a 2015. This is a 2016 model year. So yeah. Anyways, I guess we're gonna get going. So we're gonna do this route right here. You will see. So that's my. This one is a different bus right there. You can see that bus right there. That could be a 2019 or 18 Bluebird Vision. This one is a 2016, and this is just recently added to the game as a new update to the game. So this one is mixed with Helix. Well, basically it's mostly mixed with Helix and Impact. Like, smash them together and you get a perfect, really good bus. So the route section at the time, because, well, the last time I tried to attempt to do my own session, I recently had to be kicked out of the game because they were doing a route session a half an hour after before, and I had no idea they were about to do another session of their own right away. Okay, at least we get a clear green light so we can turn safely. Drift, Tokyo Drift. Well, that's what I thought. Usually I have a complaint about these suspension buses. Sometimes these suspension buses can, recently cut you off and then shut off the bus in general. Damn it, I should go that way. You know what, whatever. It is what it is. I can't judge the way I drive anyways. I feel like this bus is pretty slow though. Or it could be just me. I was originally gonna go to the apartments, but I guess I refused to do it, so I'm gonna go right here. So basically, at least the stop sign in the crossguard works pretty well compared to my buses, which I explained in the South Lake Education Authority video that all my buses don't really work. But I did recently edit the cross guard fix, but doesn't mean the stop signs will work still. So they still don't work. So yeah. So yeah, that's what's going on. It's very hard to tell if it's actually running or not, really. Even though it's going its rapid speed. So yeah, that's a pretty cool feature that Dante recently added to his new version of his bus. He actually recently added he added a new our new restartup and kind of an engine and some features in this bus that were not added on this bus at all yet. It's kind of bumpy because this is a suspension. Truth is, this bus is really suspension, not like, you know. Like, the bus is not too bad in my theory. It is what it is, and I can't really, you know, judge the bus's design. What the frick? How did I even notice the stop sign was even out or not? What the heck? Until I got out of third person, the stop sign is popped out of nowhere. The stop sign was out. What the heck? Jeez. Scared the heck out of me, bro. What the heck? So yeah, you can tell I'm actually admin because I recently went for the avocation, so I can able to do whatever the hell I want in the video, but during sessions, not the case. That is not the case. I can do it during my private sessions, but not during public sessions when we have like 10 plus people playing the game. Well, hardly, we only have 3 anyways, but who cares? I'm not gonna do any sessions because I regret doing sessions in public. Even though they did have a public session at 5 o'clock that time. But I won't show you the clip, but it was crazy. It was chaos. Like, there was like 5 or 10 plus drivers like going chaotic everywhere. And I at least I didn't get banned or got fired just because I actually sessioned on purpose, like hosted on purpose. But yeah. So yeah, that's what basically happened the other day. So I was supposed to do a session myself with this Bluebird Vision for the gameplay. You know, just for content though. How long is usually the session last? Yeah, I did some recent custom routes for myself, so I'm just doing it for this video. They're just using the first embed for this route. So, if you guys never heard that recently all the embeds came back finally. all the embed Dante recently announced. I think I've announced at least said it like at least once already, but I'll say it one more time. Like recently, right now, Dante recently added the Imbats, return all the old Imbats from 2023, the suspension ones from 2023, and bring them back to the game. He's not only gonna bring back the Imbats, but he's also gonna convert all the buses to this Helix mixed with Imbats. So that's gonna be a big game change because all the parts inside are gonna be like Helix inside, even though it's behaving as an Imbat. The only minor changes is just the working windows, AC unit, and also the Chow Checkmate. Which I don't really like this bus that much because the IO is so small for my size, for an R15 for myself. Like, it can't withstand my size, the R15 character, or the length of characters. So that's a big problem. Like, I hope one day Dante could recently fix it, or unless he's just gonna screw it and just leave it as it is. Which I freaking get it. So right now, we're just about to go for our next stop. We're in the corner. That'll be our second and last stop. It's kind of like a big circuit around this road. The only thing I don't even like about this bus, this one has a suspension, so it's really complicated to get on this bus. Because it really shakes a lot. It shakes a lot. And its always pretty good though, too. But it's just so annoying with this shaky bus. It's pretty annoying. And plus, even if it's the smallest aisle in the game, like, what the frick? What is he thinking when he was designing this bus, bro? Like, I'm gonna rate this bus at least 3 out of 10 because I have complaints about this freaking aisle on the bus. The bus is good in general, but the aisle, the length of this bus is pretty small. Two, it can't withstand R15 characters. I think it can only withstand only R6 characters in this game. Like, it can't withstand this, like, you know, it's not like the Gen X Imbat mix. These are Helix with Imbat mix inside of it. This is an Imbat with a bunch of Helix features on this bus. With working windows. I don't even remember if Helix actually did have working windows. No, I don't think so. No, I don't think so, pretty much. No, not really. I do know they did have the Child Checkmate and probably the AC unit, I think. This is a really crazy cool feature they added to this bus too. So that's pretty awesome. Down to my last stop right now. And then we go straight to the middle school right away. Now we're gonna go drop off the kids right now. So yeah, stay tuned for more Broward videos. I'll do a PM route after this route video. I'll see what I can do, but at the same time I'm doing with other players too. So I try to make sure I get really cared as possible, make sure the people are doing what they're doing, and I'll be doing my sessions while everyone's just doing their free run or whatever they want. Do whatever they want. where I do my own sessions. Since I get the role to change times and other stuff. So that's cool. Because at least I can change time zones without complaining about, you know, wait for the next road session itself. Yeah, don't mind me, I'm just having a stuffed nose in this video, so if you hear me just doing that, that means my nose is very much stuffed like a teddy bear. So if this video feels more awkward, I apologize. Like, it's not like I can hold my stuffed nose for the next hour of this video. Or the next half an hour of this video. So if I was doing Broward session, I'd have to go to the school right away. So if I was doing this session right now with the Broward district, ladies and gentlemen, it'll get crowded as heck. Or they just recently departed. Like, they do have a separate time what time they want to make the people get into the building at the time. Or what time they have to depart recently. Like, I freaking get it. Like, at least they have to make sure they're on time, though. Why? Now I'm starting having a little issue with this bus at the same time, but at the same time I'm just blowing notes at the same time. Like, it makes me lost conscious with my driving on the game. Oh my gosh, what is wrong with this bus? Can't even go a minute without skirting all over the place. Can't even go a minute without screwing the whole place up. So, yeah. I'll do more Broward videos coming soon, so stay tuned, and I don't know. So yeah, I'm just doing some recent Broward videos right now as a content for at the moment. I'll do more Solid Education Authorities and updates about my buses at the same time. Like, what I'm announcing is I'm going to be adding a new radio on my Solid Education buses, but at the same time, I'm trying to figure out a best music to play, but the only thing that you might see in my soundtrack on my little radio thing I'm going to be adding on the bus, which is unusual because no other bus doesn't add their radios on the school buses. And it makes sense because it's copyright. And plus, the reason why nobody doesn't use those radios anymore is because they don't know how to really properly script the buses or the ID for the songs at the same time. So I'm just using up the 2003 IC bus from the old embed bus and using that radio, and then I'm gonna be usually just gonna be finding some songs that I could find available on Roblox ID Cloud or somewhat. But it's not easy to find perfect ones. It really depends, but you know, I'll pick up some songs when I can, and if it looks perfect, I'll add them to the game, and you know, add them for my gameplay. Or else otherwise, it's just ridiculous. It's not really cool. It's pretty boring as heck right there. So, anyways, and also at the same time, I'm just using up the ID songs from. You ever heard a game called Retail Tycoon? Yeah, I used to always play this game hours and ends, but I also still play this to this day. Bro. Oh my gosh. Like, the only way you're gonna go to reverse, you have to put manual. Or the ST. not automatic. Automatic is pretty cool, but at the same time, it's pretty annoying. It's pretty annoying if you end up stuck by a tree or whatever. It ruins the clutch, so I have to probably press this to do that. Or else you're just stuck like that with this glitchy clutch. So I'm just using up the Retail Tycoon game soundtrack because they recently have an ID code for their music. So I'm using up their codes for my music. So I'm gonna be choosing one of the best musics that I can really like the most from Retail Tycoon, from pop, dance, and also rock, of course. If you ever played Retail Tycoon, if you see those musics, you know what I mean from the game. But though, just so I can have more limited musics for my buses, because if not, well, there's nothing. There's not a lot, but there is a lot from recently, but that's not enough to keep them playing an hour with this music playing all over again. They don't want to listen to this for half an hour and then it goes on loop again. I want to make it like at least about around an hour or two, just to make the soundtrack more decent and find the best songs from Retail Tycoon, just to make it more interesting. So yeah, that's gonna be an unusual thing, but I think hopefully one day I could do that. But at the same time, I have to deal with my buses. But also, I have to attempt to expand the game more further if I want to keep up with the people, because people don't want a really small game; they want a really huge game to keep up with it. So that's what I'm trying to think of. But I also made one of those session things too. I actually added one of these like the ones right here. I had those on the bus recently, but I'm gonna be doing those right away. I'll do a Salt Lake Education Authority video again. A Salt Lake bus game, in just pretty soon. But at the meantime, first of all, I gotta edit the video, of course, and do whatever I can to make any more content. But that's the reason it's going on. But at the same time. Yeah, I've been not doing too much videos that much often as I would hope to do, but the reason why I don't really do videos that much is because I have because I have to do much bus development on the recent update, and also plus try to get the music ID for the Retail Tycoon soundtrack so I can add them to the buses. Well, I'm just doing it using Bus 19 as my beta music thing. As my tester. After when I get that completed, I will eventually get the skirting. Oh shit, we're skirting away. I'm surprised the bus didn't even cut off. I'm surprised the trial checkmate didn't deactivate it. I'm surprised the child checkmate didn't activate it, as the bus shut off automatically. Jeez, that was intense. There we go. Okay, now we can slow down. Oh, look at that. We got us. Okay. Alright. as well make my way to the school right now, to Dalwood High School. And then we're gonna go to Sunrise Elementary School, and then we're done. So yeah, I don't blame the session because the session is pretty intense. Like, you'll have to go from planet to B or C or whatever. Like, at least you, like, it's not like Dante can send it at least 45 seconds each time, but, or a minute. Because if you put it 45 seconds, that would take even longer. But it would be easier because in the case of drives are taking forever, like including myself. Unless most people will have the better computer software, like, you know, iMac. I recently know about iMac. iMac is more common in Florida or whatever, but also it's pretty expensive though. But Windows like a medium power with the software, but well, whatever. Oh, drift time. Tokyo Drift. Deja vu. Not this. Okay, I didn't meant like that, bro. I didn't meant to do that. Okay, I could literally just murder some kids right there. If I was doing deja vu like that, what the heck? If I was doing that in general, I'd probably just murder like I don't know, 10 or 15. I'll probably just injure like 10 or 15 teenagers right in the sidewalk. Rapidly. Even though I'm a teenager myself. LOL. Anyways, so Broward District Schools is, yeah, this company it's a very decent company, in Florida. Number 215, it stands for 2016. The number 03 is the third bus to be purchased. Oh, this is what it means. Like, First Gen did the same thing too back then too. I think more rarely these buses do that same thing. Like they put their model year and then they put the number how many buses they purchased recently. Or someone. This was a pretty rough rig compared to last time. Like, at least it was not a pretty big delay compared to, you know, like, Spirited or whatever. Only beyond that. At least I was not doing a full session because that would just be a disaster. Like, doing a session with full silver full of 10 or 15 people on the board, plus, you know, doing with lagging stuff, that's just being a pain in the butt right there. When you're doing round sessions, that's a pain in the butt. So, yeah. The bus is not really bad at the time, it's just it's a recent bus update, anyways, but. like in 2016, that would be, well, it could be recently now, you know. Like 22 means like it's a 2023, but if it was 23, it would be a 2024. It was down for 2024. If it was 2020, if it was 2224, 224 dash whatever, that would be a 2025 Molly. And I heard recently Brar is trying to attempt to retire decent buses at the timing, like, you know, F65 internationals and all the beyond stuff. Even though at the time they're starting to age up quietly, obviously they're starting to age up, and at the same time, most buses are starting to get into electric. Even though there's hardly propane and diesel on the roads nowadays, but at the same time they're starting to move on to, you know, electric fuel. Just like California, along with California or other states around the US, which I don't think I have numbers about how many bus companies are going to recently start having electric fuel on. Rarely Canada is starting to go into electric fuel, but at the same time they're stuck with, you know, they're going to continue doing with the diesel, propane, or gasoline. Like, hardly in my company, we do have gasoline over there, but mostly, nowadays we're starting to get back, hardly going back to diesel, because, of course, gasoline buses are pretty rare, unless you want to get a propane bus, which I hardly doubt it, because there's no propane tanks in our yard, so no. Rather a gasoline or diesel would be the option. Feels like I'm just lagging the entire time. Like, it's hard to tell if I'm lagging or is this just the way I am, but yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people who are here right now. Holy cow. Or I'm attracting a lot of people all of a sudden. Just finishing on my inventory route. So yeah. I'm gonna take this bus back to the yard pretty soon, but you know, I gotta finish what I'm doing. Like, at least finish it up and then just come back to the yard. Call it a day, this video. I'll do a PM pretty soon, but at the same time, I'm gonna be doing a session with Broward anyways. In a bit, I think. Maybe, but if not, I can, you know, at least edit it or somewhat, or maybe. At least it easily shuts out, but I don't want to go too much, because if you do that, it will cut off the bus. If you do that at once, the bus will it will get cut off. And it'll automatically shut down, but I'm surprised that child checkmate didn't was activated. Because that'd be brutal if it actually activated in general. So yeah. But I was also basically gonna do a Southbound Transportation game map, but yeah, I could say that's not gonna happen unless we can reuse a map. So I think recently I was thinking I'm gonna use the Poland map that I used to have, and then just use it for my game, basically. The reason why I choose to do that is my map is not in really good shape at the moment. So instead, we're gonna use the Poland mainly map. Even though it's gonna be a rough lake, but you know. The reason why I want to choose to do that is because we don't have no choice. Or I have no choice because I cannot make a full-length map based on the capital city of Alberta. Well, let me comment below if you want me to do the sessions in Poland mainly, because that's what I'm gonna be planning to do for now on. Because I can't even do anything with the map at the moment, so I'm gonna be reusing the Poland map, which I don't really give a crap about, and use it for my Canadian bus game. That will be the hand I'm gonna be doing, because that's what's happening right in my head right now. So stay tuned, and I think it might be revived, I guess, with a newer map, or I could change it to a different city based on what the city is. Because I know how much Edmonton, Calgary, Winnipeg has a round shaped, a circle-shaped highway, overpass highway that goes around the city, that bypasses the whole entire city. But that'll be for now, because I think the reason why I want to think about it is because, you know, the map is not bad in general, but at the same time, we'll have to restrict the city name, highway, and more, just to make sure the game more looks more standard. Like, I can add more schools if I want to, or not. Who knows? But at the same time, or I could find a city that's, I don't know. It has to depend. But at the same time, I'm going to be using the Poland map for my Edmonton game for now on, because I can't recently do anything for it. Well, I have no choice, or else I'm just going to be nothing with an ugly-ass map that I had from the previous 2 years. Which I never do anything crazy with these maps. Unless I can find a recent map that does involve going circles. Like a huge map. That can work out for my game. But anyway, stay tuned and I'll think what I can do. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys are new, please smash that like button, and I hope you guys, if you guys are new, please smash the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.